Hey guys, Jesse here from IB Productions with a brand new show. It's called Messed Up Mondays. Now I'm going to explain to you a few things before we start the show. Number one, why I've been gone for so long. Okay, when I was starting out, I had an old Dell Inspiron netbook like this. It was really tiny. And so apparently in this specific one, if you let the battery die, the whole hard drive crashes, which happened to me. And at the time, I was using a Nikon Coolpix digital camera to make my videos, and well, they were crappy. Well, the computer crashed, and I don't have that anymore. So then I got a flip cam and was using my dad's desktop, but a computer virus cleared out the whole entire desktop, and I couldn't make videos at all for you guys. So I saved up to get a new laptop, and by the time I got the new laptop, I was letting my cousin borrow my flip cam, and he lost it. So I couldn't make videos until recently. I made that video over at IB Productions. Go check it out. It is a cell phone cam video, but it's pretty good. And so now I'm here using webcam on my cousin's laptop because my new laptop got busted as well, which I'm going to save up to get a brand new digital camera and a brand new laptop for you guys to see some extra super quality videos. But until then, we're going to have to deal with webcam. Now, the reason for Messy Mondays to be over is because when I stopped a year later, and I make it super important that you know that this was a year after this guy at youtube.com/blimeycow got his own Messy Mondays show and ran off with it. It got popular, and I had people commenting on my videos saying, "Stop copying him, blah blah blah." And I'm like, hello, do you guys see the timestamps at the bottom of the videos? It was a year before he even started that I even ended. So that doesn't make any sense, but it happened. And the only reason why I even called my show Messy Mondays is because my name is Jesse. When I was growing up, my nicknames were Messy Jesse, The Mess in high school, and Mr. Messy Face since college. And it just stuck. That's just been my nicknames. And everything that has to do with mess or messy is something that I stick to. So when I made Messy Mondays, that was because it was from me, not because someone just wanted to pull out a random name that started with the same letter or whatever. So I made it. Now I've got Messed Up Mondays. And I think you guys will like this because this video and the rest of the videos are going to be about comic books, because that's something I know. I have a giant collection of comic books over on the shelf over here, and I know a lot, mostly DC, but I know a lot about Marvel. Not everything, but I know a lot about Marvel. I know almost everything about DC. And basically what we're going to be talking about is things that are messed up in comic books today. And what I want you guys to do is to talk about in the comments something that you want me to talk about. Basically, I'll explain the situation for both sides and then tell you why it's messed up. Basically a rant, but it should be entertaining and should be very informing, and you guys will be educated, I guess. But this week we're doing the topic of Tim Drake being Robin, because Scott Lobdell, the writer of Teen Titans and Red Hood and the Outlaws and Superman, decided that in Teen Titans #0 coming out this September that Tim Drake was never Robin ever in the New 52 universe. And that is something that people don't want to see, because Tim Drake was probably the longest running Robin. He was Robin for maybe for 18 years. And today there's an article on comicvine.com. I'm going to put a link down in the description. Go and check out that interview because he will be addressing it. And my friends Tony and Sarah and whoever at Comic Vine did the interview is interviewing him. I'm pretty good friends with some of them. And just go check them out. Go read what he says, but also listen to what I have to say. Now, Tim Drake was Robin for 18 years. And he made it, being Robin, special, sort of. When he became Robin, he went to Nightwing. Well, basically, he figured out Bruce Wayne was Batman, and he figured out Dick Grayson was Nightwing. So he went to find Dick Grayson over in Titan's Tower. He came in and he said, "You gotta be Robin again. You gotta help him. He's dying out there. He's not dying, but he's getting too aggressive, and he's just gonna go down a downward spiral, and it's gonna be horrible because Jason died." And so Tim told him that, and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go help him." Dick said, "I'm gonna go help him, but I'm not gonna be Robin. I'm a grown man. I'm Knight." And that's what happened. But then Tim eventually paid his dues. His mom died, and he did all the detective work, and he became Robin. Tim finally became Robin, and he was Robin for a long time until his dad told him he found out he was Robin, and he told him he had to quit. So he quit, and Stephanie was Robin for maybe like 3 months normal time. I don't know how long it is in the comic book, but that's how long it was in real life as far as I know. And then Tim went back to being Robin. I guess his dad was okay with it, or he was okay with keeping the secret or something. But then not that long after, his dad died in identity crisis. And he was Robin for a very long time. He was adopted by Bruce, and then when Bruce died from Darkseid, he became Red Robin, and he went on with that for a long time. And then Flashpoint happened, and we got the New 52. And the main thing about Tim Drake being Robin, and why they're trying to say that he was never Robin and just became Red Robin first, is because when you read Teen Titans #1, which I have, and it shows a picture of Tim looking at a picture of him and Batman swinging through the air or whatever, and Tim's wearing the Robin costume that he wore back before the New 52. And then also in Batman #1, which I also have, they showed Bruce's computer, because he had a new contact thing where he basically can do face recognition with the Bat computer. And he looked at Dick Grayson, he looked at Damian Wayne, and he looked at Tim Drake, and all of them said that their stats, and it said that Nightwing used to be Robin, it said that Damian is the current Robin, but it also said that Tim used to be Robin and is now Red Robin. And that is a major thing, as well as showing the picture. And then Batman and Robin #10, this is 10 months into it, they had this big discussion between Bruce and Dick and Damian and Tim, where Bruce said, "You guys were all Robin, even Jason, and you guys lived up to the legacy. No one badmouthed the legacy or didn't live up to standards or anything like that." And then eventually the three of them, not Bruce, but Dick, Tim, and Damian met up with Jason, and they had this big thing where Damian was like, "Hey, I'm going to challenge you guys to some kind of Robin contest, and I'm going to beat you at all the things that you consider yourself best at." And he beat Tim at challenging him over because Damian apparently he kills people. Well, he's killed like 2 villains, and Tim says he would never do something like that. He's more noble or whatever. And Damian wanted to prove that that's not true, because in the culling, Tim thought about killing someone, and that was his way of beating him. I did not read the Jason one where he beat Jason. I'm assuming they fought. I'm not sure, but I know he beat him. But then when Dick met up with him, Dick just said, "You know what? You have nothing to prove. Take this, say you won." But no, he basically killed him with kindness, which I thought was the greatest idea ever. But the problem is, Damian addressed him as Robin, Bruce addressed him as Robin, and in the past, but in this issue that's supposed to do this like prequel stuff, it's the #0 issue, so it goes back and explains some kind of origin story, and it's saying that Tim Drake's new origin was that he could have joined the Olympics, but he decided to become a crime fighter, and he just became Red Robin. He has these wings. Like, the wings are cool and all, but I don't like the fact that he just went straight to Red Robin. He should have been Robin. And the fact that they did all this stuff, that just makes no sense. But anyways, read the interview. I'm going to tag this, or not tag. I'm going to link this petition I started about a month ago called Tim Drake Was Robin, and I'm trying to get, our goal is 10,000, but I didn't know what number it should be. I figured at 10,000 maybe they'll retcon it later, or because obviously it's too late to edit it, but I want this to not happen. I want Teen Titans number 0 to not happen, and it's probably gonna happen anyways. And most people say that they're not gonna, just don't buy it. But the thing is, people buy it just to see what happens, and that helps them out. And just, I think the fact is that the sales are never gonna go down unless something just plain sucks and be like, okay, I don't like this stuff. And I don't think it's gonna happen in this case. That kind of controversy is not going to get them to stop buying. That's the kind of controversy that gets people to buy more. And so I think that this is the solution, to do this petition, and maybe we'll get something good out of this. I've heard some people say that like 2 years from now they're just gonna redo it all again. Not all of the New 52, but they're just gonna make it that Tim was Robin and everything that Scott Lobdell did was like he wasn't even there. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know that this is not a good idea. And that is today's episode. So leave a comment, click like if you liked the video, favorite if you really liked it, share it with everyone. I'm just glad you watched it, plainly. But check out the interview in the description and the petition. If you feel how I feel, then you will sign it, and you can even sign it anonymously. That's great. Everything, you don't have to keep your first name or your address or whatever. You don't have to do any of that. So just, yeah, and leave comments of suggestions that you want me to talk about, because there's all kinds of different stuff I can talk about, and mostly DC, but I can do some Marvel. If I can't, I will write you back in the comments and tell you that I cannot do that topic because I do not know that much, or if possible, I'll even research it if I'm interested. So check you guys all later.